I am in the room when my son Dylan is born, with my wife Therese, both of us watching Sissy, Dylan's birth mother, give birth to him. I stand in that room and realize that my life is about to change forever. I have no idea how much. After Sissy gives birth to him, the nurse brings him over to me. We wait anxiously over the next 2 days for Sissy to sign the papers so we can take him home. Sissy's 19. Her mother is 39. I'm 47. After she signs, we're able to leave the hospital. But according to adoption laws, we're not allowed to leave Pennsylvania for 1 week in case Sissy changes her mind. So we leave with Dylan and go to our Super 8 motel room. No beautiful crib, no soft and quiet bedroom, no family and friends coming over to see the new baby. Just 2 beds, a lamp, a TV, and a bathroom. I look at him and don't have the slightest idea what to do. He's so small, so vulnerable, so in need of me rising to the occasion. I assume Therese knows everything. She's a woman, after all. Isn't it supposed to come naturally to them? I pick him up, holding him, afraid that I'll break him. I lie down and place him across my chest as he sleeps. As my chest rises and falls, I feel his breath. I feel his life. I watch him sleeping. As I do, a sense of quiet surrounds me. Therese wanted to have children way before I did. I like the freedom that not having children gives me, on top of the fact that I discovered I was infertile many years prior. I know that starting a family will be much more complicated than having unprotected sex. But after a number of deep heart-to-hearts with Therese, I decide to go forward with the idea. We try artificial insemination for a while with a very crushing near miss. So we decide to adopt. Independent adoption makes the most sense. We advertise and find Sissy, who at 19 is 7 months pregnant with her 3rd child. Therese and she speak on the phone numerous times, and eventually we visit her and her family in Pennsylvania. What will they think of us? A couple of Jews from Brooklyn? Do you think they'll accept us? You know, Jerry, your hair is kind of gray. Really, is it? Why don't you dye it? It comes out with a blue streak in the front. Kind of like a floating oil slick at Coney Island. Maybe I'll just turn to the side. They won't notice it. We go to Pennsylvania. We meet her grandparents and sit down to find a book by the Reverend Billy Graham on the coffee table. Oy vey! They look at us and they say that all of their family, 4 generations, came together and prayed to determine whether we are the right ones. We are. Our eyes well up with tears. We are home. Now Dylan's 13, and we're so close. But I've struggled with my image as a father. I'm just not your average rough and tumble kind of guy. And now I have a rough and tumble kind of boy. Growing up, I'm skinny. Not just skinny, really skinny. It's often brought to my attention by my overweight, obnoxious, unhealthy Jewish relatives. Look at him, will you, Dorothy? How can you let him be like this? Of course, Dorothy views this calamity as the worst imaginable situation of the Western world, comparable to a nuclear attack. I learned in order to be a man, you need to have muscles. I've got muscles. They're under my skin. Why do they need to show? I mean, going to the gym for some men is like a social hour. But I think exercise, what a ridiculous thing to do. First, the locker room. No matter how I time it, there is always someone strutting around like a rooster in heat, showing off the family jewels. Then there's the weight room with all the mirrors. There's no part of my body, no view that's left to the imagination. There's no hiding anything. And now, with a child, there's no hiding anything either. Let's go fishing, Dylan exclaims, a familiar refrain on a Sunday morning. We go to our familiar spot near the falls and unload our equipment. What's in that container, I ask. You brought worms? Yeah, I had them in the fridge. Worms? Why can't we just use lures? They're so much easier. No, Dad, everyone says worms are much better at this spot. We'll catch them like crazy. Dylan opens the container and pulls out a long, squiggly one. Adeptly, he takes it in his hand and pierces his body multiple times with the hook. A shudder goes through my body. Hey, Dad, here, you take one. Really, worms, they're out of my league. Would you do it for me? You do it so well. He looks at me a little surprised. Sure, Dad, I'll help you out. I look at him, trying to avert my eyes somewhat, but still trying to seem interested in the technique. I cast my line in, and suddenly I get a tug. Maybe it's a rock. No, it really is pulling. Dylan yells, Dad, you got one. Pull it in, pull it in. The struggle begins. It must be Moby Dick. I pull it in, and there, on the end, is a 6-inch smallmouth bass. Dylan screams, grab it, take it off. Take it off? Do you mean hold the fish and pull its squirming body off the hook? Jesus Christ, this sport just isn't for me. Why don't you do it? You do it so well. Shit, I used that one before. This time, my ploy at his skill level doesn't seem to get past him. He looks at me dead on and says, come on, Dad, do it. Act like a man. I look at him in shock as he utters those words. I immediately flash back to when I was 10 and I'm over at David's house. All the guys are there. Hey, let's wrestle. Everyone rolls around on each other. My least favorite activity. I don't want to get hurt. Hey, come on, what are you, afraid? Hey, guys, he's scared. No, I'm not. Then why don't you do it? Act like a man. Suddenly, I'm back looking at Dylan. Act like a man. I begin to feel anger at him. The rage begins to swell. But wait a minute, it's not his fault. Who taught him this? Dylan, there are lots of kinds of men. Some like stuff like this, some don't. I don't. I find it gross. Actually, disgusting might be a better word. The fish is so helpless. The hook must really hurt. He says, yeah, so maybe that's why we should take the hook out. Got me there. Come on, Dad, let's do it together. You hold the line tight, and I'll take the fish off. He does it with an inner adeptness that shows a skill and sensitivity I can learn from. I've spent much of my life making peace with the man that I am, the one I have become. That day at the hospital watching Sissy giving birth, I had no idea I was witnessing my greatest teacher being born. He smiles at me. It's okay. I know this stuff isn't really your thing. Really, you do? Okay, how about you put on another worm? He does. He catches another 17. I don't catch any, but it's okay. I have all I need.